Hi everyone, today we are going to line this bag and add an exterior pocket. This video will teach you to line any bag that has this style of box corner and a zipper closure. For example, but if you want this pattern specifically, I'm going to make it 50% off for the next few weeks on our pattern store. We're also going to be covering how to add an exterior pocket with a fabric liner to any leather bag. I'll be making more videos on how to line different styles of leather bags because different styles of bags often require different lining techniques. So make sure you follow along for those videos. All right, let's get making. If you follow the original video, you'll get to this point. You've got the pocket on, the zippers are not on yet. I've rolled the edges and skived all that. So now we're gonna add a back pocket. So for that, you're gonna need a zipper. Ideally, I would have liked this a little bit longer, except I don't have a zipper that's a little bit longer. So we're just gonna make do with this. I've also sewed the zipper here closed because I don't like how it splays out. This is roughly the same, just a little bit longer than the zipper teeth here. This is gonna be the rectangle I'm going to cut out. So I'm just gonna use this to kind of line up the center of this pocket here. So the first thing I'm going to do, well, I cut out the pocket piece for this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this right like this. And I'm going to sew this down right here, okay? Okay, so right now it looks like this. I'm going to flip it over and put it in like that, okay? This is a nice finished clean edge here, and you have the unfinished edge on this side, okay? People always ask what kind of tape I'm using. This is the Waywack Hyper Stick. So you're gonna just sew this bottom line, and you're gonna make sure this is laid flat back here, okay? So we've sewn only the bottom part. So now we gotta sew the top part. This is what it looks like on the inside. The top should be easier to sew. Just above the zipper here. There you go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sew this top edge down just like that, right around here. And then we're gonna go inside and we're gonna sew the pocket closed. So this, we're gonna sew from here down to here, from here to here, okay? So we've sewn the top. So this is what it looks like after you've sewn it. Open it up. And that's how you add a pocket. And now we're gonna add a liner to this. All right, so for this kind of lining with these box corners, yeah, I'll double up on this, and then I'm just gonna trace this. And I will just typically use a ballpoint pen. So I'm gonna have two pieces that look like this. So it's gonna look kind of like that. I'm gonna sew it down like this, okay? So when you're done, it should look kind of like, and then on the other side it looks like this. Put that there. Gonna clip these in. Now we're gonna sew from up here all the way down here, okay? So now we've boxed all the corners, we've sewed them all up, and now we have to do the turn, okay? So make sure you left your zipper open when you're sewing, or else that will cause a lot of problems. Fold this in. I'm just going to sew a line right here, and that'll finish off the lining inside. Once that's sewn in, just pop the lining back in. And I had forgot to put the zipper on, so I had to struggle with it afterwards, but it's now on, so that's good. Pocket to the outside.